Transform your space in sprints. Fresh finds only. Clear the mess. Keep the memories. Get all your cleanup buddies at Target. Wendy's is open until midnight or later, so come get that Baconator.
Give me one honk if you want a Baconator.
Hey, give me two honks if you want time to bacon.
Go right home. Choose honks and choose Wendy's Baconator.
It was shortly before kickoff on Super Bowl Sunday, February 3rd, 2008, when 40-year-old Rebecca Fenton made an urgent trip And while Rebecca waited, the officers went inside.
I found Mr. Guy lying in a pool of blood just inside the door.
He had been shot several times in the back and the heart. EMTs arrived soon after, but there was nothing they could do for the 57-year-old medical equipment salesman.
The shot in the neck is the one they killed.
Once the EMTs pronounced her husband dead, the responding officers stepped back outside with the awful news. My husband was a great man and told her to call the doctor. Rebecca told the police that she'd been on the property when the shooting occurred, but not in the house.
She stated that she was in a detached garage behind the house that they changed into a workout room, and that she was working out.
And according to Rebecca, when she left Larry, he was in 3-day mode.
Her account was that Larry was in the living room downstairs watching golf. Because maybe he wanted to take a nap so that he could stay up late and watch the Super Bowl.
So, leaving Larry in his easy chair, Rebecca said she'd gone out to the garage to work up a quick plan.
She stated that sometime during the workout she heard a pop.
She said the noise, it sounded like something fell off the roof.
You said it did the alarm burn out to actually go. See what the noise was?
But they wasn't having the music turned up so loudly. So according to Rebecca, it wasn't until she finished her workout several minutes later that she'd gone back to the main house.
She walked in the back door from the porch and saw Larry was lying on the floor.
Rebecca said that the sight of her husband sprawled in a pool of blood had sent her into a panic.
I was trying to scream at him what happened.
I did the best that I could to take a pulse.
But I talked to her. She said that she checked him for a pulse on his neck as well as on his wrist.
And then, according to Rebecca, she grabbed her phone and rushed outside, afraid that Larry's killer was still in the house.
And her car to make the 911 call.
The burglar hadn't gotten away with much, according to what Rebecca told the police.
She mentioned Reynolds was about to appear on his jewelry box, an iPad.
Although even as she was talking to the officer, another item suddenly occurred to her.
Deputies at my husband's Cherokee Kids Christmas event.
She drove guys and Larry drove a Jeep Cherokee.
But only her car was currently in the driveway.
The inference is that the people that came into her house and did this must have taken the Jeep and left the scene.
Could the missing Jeep lead police to the killer?
The same evening as the homicide, we put out the look out for Larry's stolen Cherokee.
And then the homicide investigators drove Rebecca to the station for a full statement. And crime scene tape started going up around the house.
This is my house. It then roped off our entire estate.
Officers also canvassed the neighborhood.
No one had seen suspicious in the area. No one had noticed any vehicles quickly leaving the area.
Although the canvass did provide some information.
We had several neighbors that had heard a series of 45 gunshots.
It was 4:30 when those shots happened.
Meanwhile, at the Fenton residence, the investigators searched for clues about the intruder. But what what they discovered was puzzling.
There didn't appear to be any signs of pushing or anything to the back of the front door.
Someone had ransacked the house, however.
There was doors that pulled out and standing over books pushed off a bookshelf.
Although, while there was no sign of an unpadded jewelry box or other items Rebecca had mentioned, it appears the burglar had missed several things.
Computer, cash, checkbooks, things like that were undisturbed. Things that reasonably a burglar would take.
Assuming they had time, that is.
Larry maybe walked up on them, surprised them. I think Freddie panicked.
But if the intruders left the house in a hurry, they hadn't gone far. At least not in Larry's Jeep.
The Jeep was still sitting in my officers just a block away.
Basically backed up one house behind the fence house.
There was no evidence of forced entry or damage to the Jeep, suggesting that the Jeep had been moved with a key.
But the critical problem was what the investigators found inside the Jeep.
The items that she mentioned that might possibly stolen were all in the back of the Jeep.
Why would someone go to all the trouble of loading up the Jeep with stolen items, only to abandon them a short distance from the murder scene? The investigators could think of only one answer.
This was a staged burglary.
And that conclusion led to the next question. Who would want Larry's murder to look like a burglary gone wrong? Hoping for some answers, the investigators turned to Rebecca, who'd been transferred to police headquarters to give a full statement.
When I first met Rebecca, she was very quiet and she appeared upset. Hands were shaking. Just a very in a state of shock, I would describe her.
However, she was able to answer a few questions.
We asked Rebecca if she had any enemies, if Larry had any enemies, if she had had any recent problems. I did not know if I had any enemies. I didn't know anything possibly of doing this.
Although Rebecca did raise one possibility.
Rebecca told us that she did have a possible stalker.
According to Rebecca, the first incident had occurred in the fall outside the grocery store.
She was at the trunk of her car. He had actually grabbed the groceries out of her car and said to her, "You're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. I just want to speak with you." And she said that she told him to get away from her.
Rebecca said that the man had left, driving away in a black car that she later spotted cruising around her house.
She said the man in the black car had followed her a couple of times.
And when she told Larry about the mysterious man in the black car, he'd become very concerned.
She and Larry had discussed it, and at one point he did go to the local gun store and purchased a firearm for full protection.
Some 5-shot 38 caliber revolver, something like that, and shot for it.
But when the investigators passed Rebecca's information about the gun along to the investigators' team, they made what appeared to be a critical discovery. Coming up, a routine search changes the entire investigation.
Everything really pointed to Rebecca.
And the investigators uncover a scandalous secret.
I always considered it kind of a riveting story.
February 4th, 2008. It had been less than 24 hours since 40-year-old Rebecca Fenton called 911 and reported finding her husband dead in the couple's Clearwater, Florida home.
Rebecca says that she came in the house and she found her husband, Larry, laying in a pool of blood.
And while Rebecca said she had witnessed the crime,
I was back in the gym, which is on the other side of the yard. I had music turned on.
she had named a possible suspect, a mysterious man in a black car who had been stalking her for the last several months.
There was a lot of investigative work left to do as far as who is the stalker.
The investigators also suspected that Larry had been murdered with the couple's gun, which was missing from the house.
They must have found Larry's gun. He must have confronted them. They shot and killed him. The gun is a .38 Smith & Wesson revolver. They kept it in a dresser drawer up in the master bedroom on the second floor of the house.
It was an ironic outcome, to say the least.
According to Rebecca, it was purchased as a result of her having a stalker.
Or was there more to it than that? At daybreak, once they finished processing the house where the murder occurred, crime scene investigators moved outside.
They waited for the outside processing to take place during the day.
They searched Larry's Jeep, which the killer had apparently moved from the Fenton's driveway in an effort to make the murder look like a robbery.
They found it a few hours after police initially responded to the house a couple blocks away from the home.
And they searched Rebecca's car, which was still parked outside the Fenton's home.
Her car that was parked in the scene, that's part of the crime scene until it was processed and cleared through the detectives.
However, what started out as a routine bit of processing took an unexpected turn when the investigators made a discovery that would change the entire direction of the investigation.
Inside a white plastic shopping bag under the front passenger seat was a firearm.
It was the couple's missing .38.
That was very surprising.
Because according to her 911 call, Rebecca had been the last person in the car.
Where are you right now in the house? I don't know. Where's my cord?
The gun wasn't all the investigators found under Rebecca's front seat either.
They found the keys to Larry's car.
So how did the gun and Larry's car keys ended up inside Rebecca's car?
Everything really pointed to Rebecca. The police looked at me as a suspect.
And when they asked her to come back down to the station for a few more questions, she refused.
She had obtained legal counsel and no further statement was obtained from her.
Because according to Rebecca, there was nothing further to say.
My house is burglarized. My husband was murdered. I had nothing to do with it, and I do not know who did.
With Rebecca no longer cooperating, the investigators started digging into her past, looking for a possible motive. And as it turned out, there was a lot to discover about Larry's wife of nearly 4 years.
Rebecca Fenton did have a criminal history.
Nothing as incriminating as murder or even robbery, but Rebecca's rap sheet did reveal that nursing wasn't the only way she supported herself in her 20s.
When she first came to Florida, she was a high-end escort.
She had been arrested for prostitution charges.
That was her profession essentially until she met Larry Fenton.
And that wasn't the only way she cashed in on her looks either.
She had done some low-budget or low-level pornography.
But how did Larry fit into Rebecca's past?
I always considered it kind of a pretty woman's story.
According to her family, Larry had saved Rebecca from the life she had been living.
Larry brought her out of the depths of whatever she was into, brought her up, took care of her. Larry really brought stability and security for her, and it made all of us feel very safe about where she was and what she was doing.
And he rescued her from more than just prostitution.
Rebecca had been having a lot of problems with her drinking and pill use.
But with Larry's encouragement, Rebecca had joined Alcoholics Anonymous and committed to staying occurred,
It could not have been two places at one time.
which left the investigators with only one suspect, Rebecca.
We were very close to having enough evidence to make the arrest. We really felt we had a lot of good circumstantial evidence.
They even had proof that the gun found in Rebecca's car was the murder weapon.
Florida Department of Law Enforcement Firearms Section was able to confirm that this was the firearm that was used to kill Larry.
But they couldn't put it in her hand.
There was no evidence on the firearm itself, fingerprint or DNA.
So the authorities held off on making an arrest.
It was still possible that she could be acquitted. So it was better to wait and make sure we would be reasonably confident in a conviction.
The state attorneys, they only have one shot at this, and they want to make sure they tie up all loose ends.
This isn't about doing things fast, it's about doing things right.
Months passed, then years.
I lived in the house that my husband died in, and I held on to that house and tried to maintain the finances.
Which wasn't easy, considering the circumstances.
Because she was a person of interest, there was a dispute between Larry's family and Rebecca over who was entitled to the money.
My life slowly went into a downward spiral.
She had no job, money's tied up. She had fallen away from Alcoholics Anonymous. We started drinking again.
And in 2013, 5 years after the murder, she lost her home.
The house had gone into foreclosure.
By March of 2013, she's given a 6-month eviction notice.
Although ultimately it wasn't the foreclosure that forced Rebecca out.
In June of 2013, Clearwater Fire Rescue responds to a 911 report of a house on fire.
I go up to the house, and I was like, oh, this is the murder house.
The house was a total loss.
After the fire, she moved into a trailer park here in Clearwater.
And the fire landed Rebecca in the middle of a whole new investigation.
I was actually accused of setting my own house on fire.
The burn matter indicated a flammable liquid.
My opinion, she set that fire because she wasn't going to allow anyone to have it if she wasn't going to have it.
However, even as detectives were building the arson case, there were new developments in the murder investigation. It started when one of the detectives working the case noticed that prior to the fire, there had been another 911 call from Rebecca's house, roughly 4 years after her husband's death.
In the summer of 2012, Rebecca places a 911 call to the Clearwater Police Department, and she's calling to report a domestic disturbance.
It involved Rebecca and an ex-boyfriend, a man named Kerry.
I was with him for approximately 6 weeks before he got physical with me.
Rebecca had obtained an injunction for protection against domestic violence against Kerry.
Provided with his name thanks to the injunction, the investigators tracked down an address and ended up talking to Kerry's nephew and the nephew's girlfriend.
I told him that I was investigating an old case from Clearwater and that I thought that Kerry might know something about it. They spontaneously stated, "Is this about that woman who killed her husband?"
Had Rebecca confessed to her ex-boyfriend? Hoping that might be the case, the investigator redoubled his efforts to track Kerry's death.
I actually found him in the county jail for an unrelated incident.
And on Friday, March 21st, 2014, a few days after talking to Kerry, and 6 years after Larry's murder,
Sorry to interrupt. Are you okay? I need to get out of a toxic relationship. Why don't you start by telling us what brought you here?
days back to some privileges. That's like, now it's a 75-page. It's getting just...
One legendary icon.
Chevy electric SUV has arrived. Speed Park, 50 years now. Experience the all-new Chevy Blazer EPS.
You're a new AT&T customer looking to upgrade your phone. Keep traffic. We'll get you no changes. Introducing the Easy Unlock. Bring your AT&T locked phone and T-Mobile will pay it off. We'll give you one of the latest 5G smartphones for free. Free for
Okay.
近，快把他送入诊室。 There's no Truth be